I'm Tejaswini Patwardhan, founder of Open Minds Productions. Let me ask you a question. What does it take to bring about a change? Thinking differently? Yes, definitely. But more than that, making things happen. We are coming up with a series called Bheed Se Alag, in which we shall meet people from different walks of life. People who have made a positive impact in the world around them. People who are part of the crowd, भीड़ का हिस्सा, पर फिर भी भीड़ से अलग. Nobody knows how the world would be in coming 20 years. How would the job market, our family structure, and human society be? Are we prepared for the invasion of artificial intelligence in our lives and in job market? To answer this and much more, we have with us today Mrs. Leena Pimpley, somebody who has been actively involved in the field of education for about 3 decades now. Her most recent project includes closely working with Government of Gujarat for school quality accreditation. She also is on the panel of assessors for Quality Council of India, and having worked with her personally, I know that she implements the change she advocates. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Tejaswini.
Ma'am, there are many questions about our education system, but foremost on my mind is, why do we focus only on intelligence quotient? Should emotional quotient TQ also be part of our learning?
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me for this chat. Very, very interesting question that you have asked. And yes, it's unfortunate that we, as an education system, there is, I will not blame a single individual or a single education board or a single school. It's all of us as a system somewhere have focused mainly on intelligence quotient for a couple of reasons. One is that for us, the cognitive skills have taken precedence over any other. Like there are 3 domains, as we all know: cognitive domain of learning, and you may have affective domain of learning, and then psychomotor domain of learning. Somewhere the cognitive domain has taken precedence, and that's how the intelligence quotient, which is directly connected with the cognitive area, has become very important for us. Another reason could be that we have been teaching subjects. So we have been teaching subjects to children. Somewhere I feel personally that somewhere what happened is we started focusing on subjects rather than on children. So if we shift our focus from subject teaching to children, what is the ultimate goal? Is it teaching the subject my goal? Completing that syllabus is my goal? Or teaching the child sitting in front of me is my goal? If that is clear with us as adults of this education system, I think our focus will shift and a paradigm shift will occur. Because right now we are forgetting somewhere that those who are sitting in front of us themselves are vibrant, breathing, living, thinking, feeling individuals.
Right.
You know, we keep on asking children, what will you become when you become big? We forget that they are already somebody, even while they are small. They are beings, they are individuals, they are identity.
Looking at everything that has been going around us for quite some time now, probably another aspect that is missing is adversity quotient. Now, as an educationist, how do you think that we can make children be okay with failing? How can we prepare them for failure?
So, yes, we ourselves are so scared of the word failure. Actually, as most of us must have read it somewhere. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he called FAIL an acronym. And he said FAIL stands for first attempt in learning. If we all change our own mindset and look at that word fail as first attempt in learning, I think a lot of change will occur in the way we deal with ourselves, our circumstances, and the way we educate and nurture our children. We don't let our children fail.
Probably it needs to come from adults not being insecure and transferring it to your child.
Yeah. Our insecurities are rubbing off So if we help our children to fail, you know, education or learning is in the process from question to answer. Unfortunately, we think answer is education. That's not the case. Journey is education. What we do, we ask a question and we immediately provide the answer. Or we show ready-made ways, we hand over ready-made ways to reach the answer. We are spoon feeding them. Unless and until we allow our children to walk that journey on their own, they will not learn. Okay, and when we help them to do that, we have to build in their emotional quotient, we have to build in their social quotient. All these are together, they're all interconnected. Nothing is in isolation, nothing is a watertight compartment. All this will automatically help them build their adversity quotient.
And then there is this ultimate fear that artificial intelligence in a decade or decade and a half will take away half the jobs. So coming to that, entire education system is focusing on getting our kids jobs. But are we prepared for invasion of AI?
I don't think right now we are. It's a fact that AI is going to be a big thing by tomorrow, in the sense in the next few years or at least in a decade. And to be honest, we are not ready right now, and neither have we started preparing our children. Just by teaching them coding, we are not preparing them to meet the advent of artificial intelligence. Everybody is nowadays connecting artificial intelligence is equal to teach our children to code. You know, basically what I feel is artificial intelligence is going to take up that task which requires repetition, which has a certain set of questions already prepared and certain set of responses have to be given. However, there are certain very core skills like the skill of creativity, skill of imagination, skill of dreaming. Dreaming also, I feel, is a skill. And the skill of expression, creative expression, which is required to solve problems, unique problems, new problems, which is required to create certain models which will work in a certain situation. That original thinking, that originality, I think is a blessing given to a human being that cannot be replaced by, cannot be taken away by artificial intelligence, is what I feel today when I look at the work done through artificial intelligence. Are we preparing our children? Are we allowing them to dream? Are we allowing them to express their creativity? Are we allowing them to do something original, you know, which is of their own, solve problems, create models, create answers to solve problems? If we prepare our children for this as a part of their education system, I don't think their jobs will be off, there will be any threat.
So,
Right.
should our system then be revamped? Is there a need for revamping or rethinking entire system by all the factors involved? It could be educators, parents, and children, because their lives are going to be impacted. They are the most neglected.
Yes, you said it, Tejaswini. Because we are never, we talk about creating education system for them. Do we ask them what do they want?
I don't think
so important. Yeah, when we say that we have to involve all factors, or as we speak when we speak in the language of NABIT or school audit, we say stakeholders. So children are the most important stakeholders in their own education process. That's very important. I think we should. There is a need for a revamping. And in that revamping, somewhere I think all these quotients need to take precedence. We need to shift our focus from mark sheets and marks and scores and grades. We need to focus on nurturing individuals who are ready to accept themselves, who are ready to take responsibility for their own actions, who are ready to lend a supporting listening ear and a supporting shoulder to others. And when I say others, I'm not only talking about human beings, I'm talking about every living being. You know, we only use that term Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We need our children to learn that, internalize that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept. When we prepare them for this, you know what we say, be capable, success will be a byproduct. I think we need to make our children happy and capable individuals. Success will be a byproduct.
Absolutely. And this is the question that most parents, probably people like me, will also ask. As a parent and as a teacher, what do you think should be the core subjects at school which need more focus?
First of all, I will begin with saying that there is no, again, coming back, that no subject is a watertight compartment. So, no subject can be taught in isolation. Even to teach science, you need language. So it's very simple that and knowledge is knowledge is whole. There are interconnections, there are undercurrents. So whatever subjects are taught today, say whether it is science or math or social studies and languages, each subject has its own purpose and its own place at the same time, and they are all they're connected. So we need to understand and we need to show children the undercurrents that flow, and there has to be an umbrella concept that governs different subjects. Even that needs to be taught to children. However, I do not agree with making that so-called division between curricular subjects and co-curricular subjects, and putting certain subjects, particularly art or sports, putting them in that category of co-curricular or extracurricular. I am not at all supporting that kind of division. I completely and very strongly, vehemently, I propose that we should have all these as core subjects.
I guess probably we are just mistaking information for education. No, probably what we accumulate and what we are two different things. They should remain separate. Other dimensions of other dimensions of intelligence, like emotional intelligence, adversity quotient, and innovative thinking, these are the things that need to be focused on, developed. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for being here and giving us an insight in what we can do as parents and as teachers. Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.